Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Duke. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a handoff up the middle. Meredith. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Second and a couple. Still going. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here in Vegas. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10.
We're at 23. Go, let's go. Go.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On play action, Lawrence. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's Lawrence. That's to Bowers once again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Pittman. First touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second and goal from the 1. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Brandon, third and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on third down.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll run on 1st down. Meredith. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Meredith. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on. And it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And running with power here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Sanders completes this one to Meredith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 14. Justin Hopkins to kick off 4th round.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.